Welcome to Mr. Brandt's 5th grade everyday math review. This video is starting a new unit, Unit 4, and this video is 4.1, dealing with decimal place value. So there's more in this video and that's not on the home link, but stuff we covered, so I just want to make sure I go through it. So first we're going to start with these squares that I've got up here, and I'm going to start by looking at this right here, the square that I'm drawing in red. Not very well, but we'll imagine I drew it perfectly. That square is going to represent the whole number, the 1. Okay, so that square represents 1. Then in each mark here, that represents 1/10. So this section here is 1/10 because there are 10 of them. Then here, this square you can see has a bunch of tiny squares in it, and this represents 1/100th. I'm going to come back here. This could be 1/10 written like this as well. This could be 0.01. Okay, then over on this square, this tiny rectangle right here is 1/1000th. 1/1000th. There are 1,000 of those little tiny rectangles in this whole big square, and 1/1000th can be written as 0.001. So I want you to have that in your mind as you're thinking about these. For the next section, let's start with this decimal right here. We have 0.87, and I want to write this in words. So the first thing I'm going to do when I'm writing a decimal, or I'm reading a decimal, I say what comes before the decimal point first. So in this light blue, before the decimal point, we have 0. Then when we're saying numbers correctly mathematically, we don't say point at the decimal point. We say and. So we have 0 and. Then we say the number that we see after the decimal point. So in this case, the number after the decimal point is 87. I'm going to put my hyphen in there. So 87. Then we say the place value of the last digit. So the 7 is in the hundreds place. The 7 is in the hundreds place. So we write the word hundreds. So for this number, we could say 0 and 87 hundredths. Another option is, since it's a 0 at the beginning, we can skip the 0 and we can skip the and we can just say 87 hundredths. Now, how would we write that as a fraction? Well, we look for the THS word. So here's our THS, and that's hundredths. So the THS word is going to become our denominator. Our denominator is going to be 100. The number of hundredths is 87. So 87 then becomes our numerator. So to write that as a fraction, it would be 87 hundredths. Now let's do one where the number in front of the decimal is not a 0. So we're going to go to decimal point. 426. So again, we look at our number. The number before the decimal point is a 2, so we're going to write 2. Then for our decimal point, we say and, 2 and. The number after the decimal point is 426. So 420, put our hyphen in there, 6, 426. The 6 is 1, 2, 3 places after the decimal. 1, 2, 3 places is going to be the thousandths. So now I write the word thousandths. So to read this number correctly, we would say 2 and 426 thousandths. again, 2 and 426 thousandths. Notice, I didn't write 426 thousandths. We can only use and once, and it has to be at the decimal point if we're saying it correctly. Then, to write it as a fraction, our THS word is thousandths, so our denominator is going to be 1,000. We have 426 of those thousandths, so that's going to be our numerator. And since we have a whole number 2, we're going to add that, and we'll have 2 and 426 thousandths. Both the fraction and the decimal are both read the same way. On your home link, they're going to ask you about the different places and what the value of each one is. So let's look at this 4 first. I'm going to switch colors for this. So let's look at this 4. What is the value of that 4? Well, we could write it with words or we could write it with numbers. So the 4 is in the tenths place, so we could say 4 tenths. Or we could write it 0.4. We could even write it just 0.4, and all 3 of those would be correct. For the 6 here, the 6 is 3 places after the decimal, so 1, 2, 3. So that's in the thousandths place. So this would be 6 thousandths. Or we could write 0.006. Or again, we could write it just with the decimal point 0.006. And either of those 3 ways would be acceptable. For the next section, there's a couple things that they ask you to do, but one of them is to make changes to a number. And in this case, we're going to go with 6 and 218 thousandths. So it might say make the 6 worth 1/10 as much. So make the 6 worth 1/10 as much. I'm going to start by having some numbers, or having some lines drawn here. I like to start this way. It just helps me to know where to put the numbers. So 1/10 is to get smaller. So it's going to go 1 place to the right. 1/10 would be 1 place to the right. So 6 is going to move here. Then it might say make 2 10 times bigger. Well, when something gets 10 times bigger, it goes to the left 1 spot. So 2 10 times bigger, or excuse me, 2 tenths 10 times bigger would be 2. Then for the 100th, 1/10 of 100th is going to move 1 to the right, and that's going to become 1,000th, because 1,000th is 1/10 of 100th. That's hard to think about. And then for the last one, the 8 in the thousandths place, it might ask you to make that 10 times bigger. So again, that's going to go to the left 1 spot. So our new number will be 2 and 681 thousandths. And for the practice at the bottom of the home link, for home link 4.1, they have some multiplication this time around. So reminder, we start at the top, we go from right to left, and we do all those numbers times, in this case, it's just going to be the ones place. So 1 times 3 is 3. 4 times 3 is 12. 6 times 3 is 18, plus 1 is 19. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So that'd be 7,923. They also have a 2-digit number problem. And so a 2-digit, like if we would just add a 4 here, now we'd be multiplying. We do exactly what we did for the ones place, but now we're done with the ones place. So we're going to move to the tens place, and we're going to put a 0 down, and we just multiply all these numbers times the tens place. So 1 times 4 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 1 is 25. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 2 is 10. Then, after we've got both of those multiplied, then we just add them together. 3 plus 0 is 3, 2 plus 4 is 6, 9 plus 6 is 15, 1 plus 7 is 8, plus 5 is 13, 1 plus 0 is 1, and then our 1. So we get 113,563. Thanks for sticking around for this little bit longer video. Have a great rest of your day.